Welcome to Visual Basic.net Tabular Display in ListBox. Let me show you guys how this works. Here you can enter student ID number. Let's say the student number is ST007 and the name is Paul Bowman. Then here we can all we just need to do is to select whatever course Paul Bowman is studying and enter year there, and that's supposed to be a sandwich course. You can always add that to the list box. And let's say we want to add more student details. Let's say we go for student 001. That happens to be maybe Peter or Pete Moore. And Pete Moore, what is he studying? Mathematical science and maybe second year full-time there. And let's go for more students, or we can always clear that. His name, okay, let's enter his ID number, ST009, name Steve Oshodi. Oshodi will be the surname. Let's go for that as the surname. And the course he's studying, maybe chemistry, is in final year and as a full-time course, so we can always add Steve Oshodi there. So let's enter, let's say Lagos boy. Yeah, that's his name, Lagos boy. Change the course to business and second, maybe part-time there. Okay, so let's say those are the details of the students. You can always add more. Like I said earlier on, you can clear or you can just exit if you want, and that's how it's done. So what I need to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Visual Basic development environment, and I'll show you guys how to put one of these together. So let's go into Visual Basic now. Okay, we'll start Visual Basic now. We'll click on projects. Let's give this tutorial name. I'm just going to call it maybe tabular underscore listbox. Might as well enter VB tabular underscore listbox and save that. But make sure Visual Basic is selected and Windows Forms application is selected. Click on that. Once your form is ready, let's define the size of your form. Let's say the size of the form is 1263, comma by 615. That's the size of the form. The first item I would add, let me add two panels, one up here and another one down here. Both panels, let's change the dark color of both panel to control dark. Right there, control dark for both panels. Now let's position the panels. Yeah, maybe about that, and just drag this down much. And this will be the title panel, while this one will be the panel for the list box display. Something like that. I'll move this panel up there. The next thing is, let's add a couple of labels. Let's come in here, right there. We have a label here. We'll need about 6 of those, really, and one more here. Those are the labels. Then we need one up here. Okay, then we also need buttons. Move this up. We'll need 4 buttons. Come up here. Now that's 1 button there, 2, 3, and 4. Then we need text box. 1 text box here. Let's convert it to multi-line. And 1 here, 1 here. Then now we need combo box. Let's come here, grab a combo box. 1 combo box here, 1 here, and 1 here. Now let's select all of these components here and just increase the font size to approximately 20. There we go, make it bold, and that will be 20 there. So the next thing we need to do is the names for these labels. Let's come here. This first label will be student ID. Then we have first name. We have surname here. That will be surname. And let's just speed the whole process up. Alright guys, this is how the whole system looks now. That's how it all looks. If I run it for you, nothing happens. And nothing happens. So let's close that. The first thing I want to do is right here, double click on the exit, and let's enter the following lines of code. So I'm going to declare a variable. I just call that I exit as dialog results, and come right down here and let's say I exit equals message box dot show. Okay, we just enter confirm you want to exit the system. Okay, so here just enter a comma and just enter, let's say that will be exit, and that will be the title of my message box. And right here let's enter message box button dot yes or no. Then let's say comma message box icon dot, I think we can use question there. Okay, right underneath here we can always say if I exit equals, that'll be dialog yes, then let's exit the system application dot exit. So that is our exit taken care of. So if I run it and click on the exit button, you see the exit asks you to confirm if you want to exit from the system, and the rest of them there's nothing happening here. But if I click on exit and say yes there, okay, let's come in here now. You see this clear button, double click on the clear button. We might as well just take care of all of these. They all have their names here. Let's come in here, pin this down. The name of this one is txt student, that's first name, surname, and that is course. This one here is called CMD year and CMD full-time part-time. So double click on that. All we just need to do is txt name dot clear and txt id dot clear, and let's go for txt surname dot clear. Now let's come in here and enter cmd course dot text equals, I think that is meant to be select course, and the others cmb part-time dot text equals, I think that's what I entered in there, then followed by cmb year dot text equals select year. So that's the reset there. Now if we have a look at this text list box, look at this list box here. If we clear this list box, double click on that, there's going to be two types there. Let's say list box dot items dot clear. Again, I'm also going to ask the list box to enter some other information, so I'm not just going to clear it. In the case of add more information, I'm just going to copy most of the stuff in here, copy everything here, come into add more information, double click on that and paste that in there. What will happen in the case of add more information is when you click on that very button, to get rid of every single content in here and just restore select year, select and select course. Okay, so we've taken care of 1, 2, and 3. So now let's take care of the update. Double click on the update. Well, before I can do anything with the updates, let me double click on the form and enter as follows. On the form, I'll enter the following bit. I would like the text box to display it as follows. On the list box, so let's declare this variable here. Come up here, right underneath there, let's just say dim that as string there. Okay, so our string variable is declared for that. Now we need to enter some information for 1, 2, and 3. So come right in here. Let's go back to the form load. Double click on form load right here. Let's enter as follows for all of the combo box. Those are the information that I would like the combo box to display. As the combo box for course, combo box to select the type of course, select type, maybe we should just call that select type. Okay, full-time, part-time, or whatever, and that means we need to change the other one. Okay, and this is for the year. Okay, since this is changed to type, so let's change the text in here to type. Select type, and that means clear we have to be changed to select type as well, and the other one here we have to be changed to select type there. So that is taken care of. Have a look at it. Clear and add more information. That is exit. Now here, this variable that I declared student details as, I can always say equals, then enter a curly braces. In there we're going to enter as follows. Okay, this curly braces will be 0. That will be the first one, and it's meant to actually be inside the speech mark. Okay, that's the first one. Then the second curly braces, in fact I'm going to need 6 of those. One more. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all of the components that will go in here. So we go back into our variables here. Then this one, you can see the first is like an array. The first value is 0 and this is 10. If I leave it as 10, that means I want it to be justified 10 characters, justify right. But if I say minus 10, that will justify it to left. So let's come here. Number 2 minus 20, justify left minus 20 character. Number 3, that would be 0, 1, 2 minus 20, and the next one is 3 minus another 20 there. Then we have 4. Let's make that 20 as well. 4 minus 20. Then in the case of the last one, that will be 5 comma minus 15. Okay, that will be the content in my list box. So that will be minus 10 character to the left, minus 20 character to the left, and so on. Okay, now that I've declared all of my variables, the next thing we need to do is as follows. Now let's double click on that and enter as follows. Those are the variables, local variable that I'm going to be using. So the ID, I will assign the student number to that. Txt student ID dot text. Then the next one will be first name, that would be txt. Let's get rid of that and just copy all of this. That's causing problem. get rid of all of this. Now we know what we're doing. Yeah, okay. The first name equals txt first name, and the surname first name dot text, actually dot text. The surname equals txt surname dot text. Then we have the course, get rid of that and get rid of these as well, equals cmb course dot text, then followed by cmb year dot text. Then finally we have cmb full-time dot text. Okay, we have all of this information in place. Now what about the list box? Let's arrange how those variables will be assigned to the list box. Now back into these updates, I'm right underneath there, so we enter lst input dot items dot odd, open a bracket. Then we now need the following. Let's say string dot format right there. And what do you want me to format? I would like it to format the student details right here. Let's copy that, come back down and just put it there, the student details here. Okay, then we enter this following. So let's come in here, maybe just copy all of this, copy it and enter a comma here and just paste that in there. So that is those are the variables that I would like to be entered into the list box. Okay, if we run the program, what you would notice is form load. We actually load as follows. Let's show you the form load. We load up all of this information, and those are the information that we formed the columns. So if I run it, let's run it and you guys see what I'm talking about. Okay, there we go. So those are the information that form the rows, but I need to get rid of all of those commas and so on. So let's exit. That works. Now let's come in here, double click on that. Okay, to get rid of all these commas there that are now meant to be there, I've seen the arrow. The arrow is right here. Let's double click on that and let's come right here, just right here. Okay, these are not meant to be there. Get rid of those. That goes off. That was an arrow. Okay, then I think it's all gone. Okay, so let's run it again. There we go, and that is fine now. Okay, now if we enter value in there, let's say we enter st something in there and click on that. No, enter a name there first. Let's call that, let's say Kinsley. Bobby Kinsley. Let's see what's going to happen with that. And click on that. Yeah, that's working. Okay, you see that, guys? So that is how you create a list box. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that works. So let's enter another value in there. So that's another student name. Let's go for Sally South. And there, guys, that's Sally South in the house. So let's enter another thing. Let's go for that. And let's say Carrie Kenya, and that's her name is Kenya. And and she is studying business. She's in a 4th-year sandwich course. Let's go to Kenya. Let's say we have June, South Africa. June, South Africa happens to be studying mathematics 3rd year. Let's say 3rd year full-time course. There. And that is how you create your own tabular display in ListBox. I suppose you guys enjoyed. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. So you all have a nice day now. Bye for now.